Here we go. Okay, then, okay, that's good. Then I go here. Where do I go? Oh, up here. There you are. Now, okay, very good. Be with you in a moment. Don't go anywhere, please. All right, and okay, that's going, and then we start the recording. And left my glasses in the house. That's the one. All right. Hello, everyone. It is summer, so I've decided to break the rules of Zen fashion. This is not the Samway, by the way. I'm wearing shorts, as you can see. This is called a jimbe. It's a summer wear, and it is actually a fashion faux pas in the Zen world. You are not allowed in Japan to wear shorts. It's one of the rules. No shorts in a Zen hall. It's just disrespectful. But Master Dogen, dealing with us, Master Dogen, I should say, Master Nishijima, for years, dealing with us foreign barbarians, allowed us at his Dogen Sangha retreats, Brad, Warner, and me, to wear shorts in the Zendo, figuring that they're barbarians. You know, we might as well. Now, Master Nishijima, you will find no picture of him anywhere in the world of him wearing shorts. No, he was always properly attired, but the rest of us he let wear shorts. So this being summer, Chris and I are wearing shorts in the Zendo, but I'm actually committing another faux pas. I was in a rush to get here today, so you see the top of my jimbe does not match the bottom of my jimbe, which is actually in Japan a no-no. So don't look too closely, okay? Because I have non-matching jimbe on today. I couldn't find the top. Anyway, good to see you all. Our theme today is not sad to be sad. We'll talk about that later. We have, good to see you, Sekishi. We have many people here, many people dealing with this and that in the world. I'm glad you found the time to be with us. Can you all hear okay? Yes? Now, who is my Ino today? Oh, okay, good. That is great. All right. Well, in that case, it's summertime, some summertime. If you've been here before, you know what to do. And if it's your first time, just follow along.
The heart of the great the heart of the perfection of great wisdom sutra. Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, awakened one of compassion in Prajnaparamita, the deep practice of perfect wisdom, perceived the emptiness of all five conditions and was free of suffering. O Shariputra, form is no other than emptiness, emptiness no other than form, form is precisely emptiness, emptiness precisely form, sensations, perceptions, formations, and consciousness are also like this. O Shariputra, all things are expressions of emptiness, not born, not destroyed, not stained, not pure, neither waxing nor waning. Thus emptiness is not form, not sensation, nor perception, not formation, nor consciousness, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, nor object of mind, no realm of sight, no realm of consciousness, no ignorance, no end to ignorance, no old age and death, no cessation of old age and death, no suffering, nor cause or end to suffering, no path, no wisdom, and no gain, no gain. Thus bodhisattvas live this prajnaparamita with no hindrance of mind, no hindrance, therefore no fear, far beyond all delusion. Nirvana is already here, all past, present, and future Buddhas live this prajna paramita and realize supreme and complete enlightenment. Therefore know that Prajnaparamita is the sacred mantra, the luminous mantra, the supreme mantra, the incomparable mantra, by which all suffering is clear. This is no other than truth. Therefore set forth the Prajnaparamita mantra. Set forth this mantra and proclaim Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhiswaka. Hanya Shingyo. Buddha nature pervades the whole universe, reality existing right here now. In reciting the Heart of the Perfection of Great Wisdom Sutra, we dedicate our sincere efforts to Shakyamuni Buddha, honored one, the historical Buddha and teacher, and to those ancestral teachers, Eihei Dogen, honored one, Soji Keizan, honored one, all successive honored ones up until Zuigaku Rempo, honored one, and Gudo Wafu, honored one, and to all other honored ones throughout history, same yet diverse honored ones whose names have been forgotten or left unsaid. We also dedicate these efforts to the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, to all awakened ones and teachers in all places and times. We especially seek tranquility and well-being for all creatures now suffering or ill in health. May they be serene through all their ills. May their lives be at peace and wisdom pervade the darkness of ignorance. We dedicate our hopes and aspirations to all victims of war, violence, and natural events, to the injured and to all families touched by these tragedies, to the healing of hatred in all countries and among all peoples, to the wisdom and compassion of our world leaders, to the peace of the world and harmony of all beings. Thus let the harmful effects of words, thoughts, and actions be dispelled, and compassion bloom in perpetual spring. May we all realize and live the enlightened way together. All Buddhas throughout space and time, all Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, Maha, Prajna, Paramita.
Zazen? Yeah, any fish you want. What would you like to take? Inside, outside, in between, you can move some things. You want to sit there? That's okay. Don't bang your knees on the Buddha, on their counter. Kinhin? We will have Zazen and I don't know, a little talk or something. I could go wireless sometime soon. Got too many wires around. Oh, why did he do this? No, what did I do? Oh. Can you all hear? Clap your hands and turn around 3 times if you can hear. Okay. Very good. Do not be sad. Well, that's not what I want to say. Sometimes we get sad. What I want to say is, do not be sad to sometimes be sad. Do not be afraid to sometimes be afraid. Don't worry about sometimes worrying. Don't regret sometimes regretting. Don't be irritated about sometimes being irritated. Some folks think that when they come to Buddhist practice, Zen practice, they will find the secret to never being sad, never being afraid, never worrying, never regretting again. And I'm not sure that's possible. We'll get into that in a second, but I'm not sure that's a good thing, even if we could. So long as we're in these bodies, in this life, sad things, scary things will happen. I suppose there are ways to train our hearts not to be afraid even in the face of fear, like the fireman who runs into a burning building, or the soldier who learns to put aside his fear on the battlefield. That kind of thing is possible, but I don't know if it's something to do all through life. Sometimes it's good to be sad. It's good to worry. I've been reading the old suttas recently, and some interpretations of Buddhism seem to tell us to fully extinguish the emotions and become like an extinguished campfire inside, ashes, as cool as ashes. And I'm not so sure that that kind of Buddhism is what I want, what I need. Now, I need to stop here and put a big asterisk, because I don't want to criticize someone else's Buddhism. If there are practitioners like that, and they find their path, they find their peace in truly nullifying the emotions, then I celebrate that, I honor that. It's like I have some relatives who are very, very Orthodox Jews, and I can't understand them, but I know it's somehow right for them. At least I think it is. They were pretty mixed up before. Now they seem okay. But boy, they follow the rules, and they have hundreds of rules, and they have a very clear sense of what God wants, right and wrong. And they'll tell you about it if they see something that disagrees with them. And that's good. They certainly don't squash their emotions in Orthodox Jewry, but they have their own way. That's my point. And so do the South Asian Buddhists. Now, I know some South Asian Buddhists, some Thais and some Burmese, and they actually seem pretty kind of human to me. I don't know anyone who truly strikes me amongst the South Asian clergy I've met who truly strikes me as like ice, but maybe they exist. Maybe that's a good thing. That's the end of my asterisk, my footnote. I don't mean to criticize someone else's Buddhism. I'm just talking about my own and what I kind of recommend to you. If you want to become like the Southeast Asian Buddhist, you're in the wrong place. In fact, if you want to be an Orthodox Jew, you better talk to the rabbi, because you're in the wrong place. But I got here what we practice, which is this. Don't be sad about being sad. Don't be angry about being angry. Well, there's another thing. I'm going to say, within reason. Within reason. If you're sad all the time, if you're depressed all the time, I want to say to you that maybe you have to talk to someone and look into that. But to sometimes be sad, to sometimes be irritated, is human. What happens is, though, why I'm saying don't be sad about being sad, is we put a second weight on ourselves, because we're sad and then we get angry or sad at ourselves for becoming that way. Like, I should not be that way. It's very different to be sad and then to add on that a kind of regret and weight and resistance to being sad. You see, it's not the same. When you're sad, just be sad. Don't pound yourself, beat yourself about being sad. Just be sad. When you're irritated, notice I'm not saying I'm enraged. I'm saying when you're irritated, when you get a little teed off, don't be teed off. Don't be irate about being irritated. It's okay. Don't be sick about being sick. Just be sick. This is why we practice to sit in equanimity here, Don't be, what else? Don't regret having regrets. If you did something in the past, caused some real damage, you can regret it. You can try to even make amends for it. I usually recommend if someone caused some damage in the past, try to make this world better 100 times. That's all we can do. Maybe the 100 times better will counteract a little of the damage you did. But you can still regret it. Don't regret that. It's human to regret. If you're afraid, if you have something in your life that's truly scary, calmly be afraid. If you have a panic disorder, that again is a different thing. When I was sick, sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I was in a terrible sweat, like I was at the edge of a cliff and someone was hanging me over it. That is called being human and natural. Somehow, in the midst of that sweating, I knew it was okay to be that way in that moment. Wasn't fun. Glad it didn't last forever. But I did not regret sometimes being terrified. It's okay. Now here's another one. Don't be too happy about being happy. Don't cling to being happy. When you're happy, just be happy. Don't demand to be happy all the time. Don't need to be happy all the time. Accept and embrace and allow and have equanimity about being happy. I'm not telling you don't be happy, just feel numb. I'm saying feel your happiness. Be happy. Same way when you're sad or worried or annoyed. Let it come, let it go. This is our practice. Someone posted about, I want to say other things too. Don't be craving to be wealthy. I can't make this work all the time. But if you're, don't feel poor about being poor. I don't know, but it's no fun to be poor, and you got to work. But accept somehow being poor, even as you try to feed your family, things like that. Now, someone posted about Stoicism and the commonality with Zen. And when I looked into it many times in the past, this has come up, there is a lot of common ground. We are kind of Stoics. People think Stoics are about being numb, but it's more like I'm describing. It's more like keeping mental balance and allowing the human feelings to come and go, and not clinging and allowing. So there is a lot of common ground with Stoicism. But there is one more part of this that is a little different from Stoicism, and which I always want to remind you of. And that is the additional leap we take. It's okay to be sad about being sad, and no need to be always happy just when we're happy. But there is that aspect of our practice, now listen closely, where we leap through happy and sad. You don't have to feel always at a loss when you suffer a loss. You don't have to just want to gain, having gains. We keep equanimity in loss and gain, but there's something more. Listen closely. In Zen practice, we also leap through a world of loss and gain. There's nothing wrong with being afraid when you're afraid. If you have a threat, something you're afraid of, it's natural to be afraid. Don't be afraid of being afraid, but listen closely, there's more. In Zen practice, we also leap through anyone separate to feel afraid, anything separate to feel afraid about. In the wholeness of it all, it's impossible for there to be anything to fear. We may feel death, but yet, listen closely. Don't forget, we also leap past, right through, right to the heart of anything that comes and anything that goes. We know a world beyond, coming and going, that is even just the other face of this world of coming and going. And Therefore, there is no death. The wave rises, the wave falls, the sea flows on, and the wave is just the sea all along. So how can the wave fear when the wave realizes it is the sea? You see. So don't forget that. It's okay to be afraid, but leap through fear too. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel happy, but leap through sadness and happiness too. This is all we do in our Zen practice, is all of this, you see. It's not just being calm. It's not just being always happy. It's not even about accepting our sadness. It's sometimes also about leaping through all the division of this world where there can be anything to be sad about or anything to be too happy about. It's just kind of a nice, peaceful thing, a good thing. Know this too. This is our practice. So right now we sit in Zazen, letting everything be everything. Sad is sad, happy, happy, birth is birth, death is death. And we also sit leaping through. Let's sit. We will now recite the verse of atonement and the 4 vows. Very dependable. Can you hear? Okay.
All harmful acts, words, and thoughts ever committed by me since of old, on account of beginningless greed, anger, and ignorance, born of my body, mouth, and mind, now I atone for them all. To save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable, to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable, to save all sentient beings, though beings numberless, to transform all delusions, though delusions inexhaustible, to perceive reality, though reality is boundless, to attain the enlightened way, a way non-attainable.
Lovely, lovely. Well, I wish you all much happiness this week and sunshine. Oh, the rain has started. But please don't be sad about being sad. Don't get all wet about getting wet in the rain. Something like that. We're going to have tea or coffee if anybody wants to stick around. Otherwise, the best of you, as we say in Japanese, bon voyage. See you guys later. Okay, now I gotta push the buttons to take this off. 1 second. Okay, or Beyond yells at me. Jindo, you left the stream on. All right, that's over. Now